Welcome in, Elijah. How are you today?
Doing well. How you doing?
Man, we're doing awesome. Thanks a lot. Sometimes you just see a light bulb come on for a team, and it would, by my eyes, be seemingly the most complete game you guys have played this past Saturday against Mississippi State. Do I read that right? Was this kind of a light bulb moment for this team?
Yeah, it definitely was, and I was just pleased with how our team handled the week of practice leading up to it, and came out in the first half just honestly just swinging on offense and defense and special teams, and I thought we could have played a little better and cleaner in the second half, but I was just pleased with how we showed up in the week of practice and then came out in that first half and the offense is rolling, and it helps build confidence throughout the team when they're rolling.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. As a defensive guy, there's been times where points have come at a premium. They've been very rare early in games for you guys, but the offense sets the tone on that first drive and scores a touchdown. Did that sort of give you guys on defense a little like, all right, here we go. We got a little room to work today?
Yeah, and that helps, alleviate some pressure on the defensive end. But more so than the points on the board, which obviously help the game, it's the energy on the sideline that it gives guys. It lifts those guys up on the offensive side and the guys on special teams, and it feeds throughout the sideline so that when we're on the field as well, we get energy from them. So it helps on the scoreboard, but also like internally on a personal level.
So obviously this week is Vanderbilt. What are your emotions facing your old team?
Just excited, kind of like comedic in a way because I've built so many relationships with these guys, and it'll be like playing backyard football. Honestly, it would just be like playing against some of my best friends. So it'll be funny first couple snaps, but I should be nice and settled in. It'll just be weird just going to play in that stadium on the away side in the away locker room because I've played many years there and played a lot of games in that stadium. So.
Is there one or two guys that are really good at trash talking? They're going to have something ready for you?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, me and a couple of offensive linemen usually would go back and forth and had our battles in practice. You know how those fall camp practices go, get pretty heated. So I'm sure it'll be a little bit of reminiscent of that coming this Saturday.
Give us names, man. We need a name or two. Who do you expect to hear from?
Gunnar Hansen he's their left tackle. Him and I have been battling it out. He's a junior now. He's started there the last 2 years, so he's excited to go against me, and I'm excited to challenge him as well.
Does he know any inside information where he's going to break down a nickname or say something about a family member or old girlfriend or something?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of the guys know me pretty well. Obviously, being a captain there and just sharing my experiences growing up through there, so they know me pretty well. But I don't think it'll be anything crazy because I didn't leave there on bad terms. I think it'll just be pretty cordial for the most part, unless somebody steps on each other's toes.
You mean that figuratively and literally, right? Steps on each other's toes.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody likes good stuff.
Yeah. Elijah McAllister is with us, the Auburn linebacker and team captain. He is on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. He joins us each week, courtesy of CraneWorks and RentalWorks. The big guy says, remember to check out the big dog, CraneWorks and RentalWorks. As we enter November, you flip the calendar to the final full month of college football. And I hate to say that, but it's the final regular season month. We hate to see it come. How does it feel for a player when you could see the end of the regular season in sight now?
Yeah, you kind of take a step back and realize, man, the season has flew by. And I say it every year. Every player says it every year, like, man, the season flew by. It's like faster than the last. And it's just funny how that works. But honestly, you just develop appreciation for the games in the past and also the games you have upcoming, knowing that, your team in November should be, building up to its peak and playing the best level of football they can play this month. And that's what we're trying to do here at Auburn. So.
And am I right? This is it for you eligibility-wise. The COVID year messes things up, but this is your final year of eligibility, right?
Yeah, so I'm taking it all in day by day. I'm starting to enjoy practices a little more, which is funny to say because I know as a young guy I didn't. I'm starting to enjoy practice anymore, even though it's starting to get a little colder, and just appreciating each stadium I go into in each game because I know it's getting to the last.
Yeah, this team still has a lot of winnable games out there, and I know you think you win them all, but a lot of winnable games out there. Maybe you do win the rest of them out. The goal of winning a championship isn't there, but there are a lot of goals out there. Do you approach this on there used to be an old saying in the SEC, playing for sunshine for your bowl destination? Like the way it was lined up back in the old days, the worst bowl was in Shreveport, Louisiana, and then you got into Florida by winning more games, getting to better bowl destinations. So as you guys start to quote-unquote play for sunshine here, how do you stay motivated for these non-championship goals down the stretch?
Yeah, well, I think in the immediate, we knew it was going to be, difficult for us to, completely turn this program around in a 360 from where they came from in Coach Freeze's first year. But we knew we could, at least pull a 180. So our goal still is to become bowl eligible and play in a great bowl game and win that game and leave this season on a high note, setting the foundation from year 1 to year 2 and many years to come for the Freeze era. Nonetheless, we're focused on really just winning each week. Obviously, that's no different from week 1, but particularly because, again, it's the last 4 games of the year, winning each week for bowl eligibility and then going out and go and take a bowl game win.
Last night they unveiled the college football playoff rankings, and Georgia slid in at number 2. Do you guys realize to date you're still the toughest contest? You guys have taken Georgia deeper into the game than anybody else in the country?
Yeah, and I think it just speaks to, who we can be as a team when we play at our highest level. And I think, we're still searching for that because I don't think we played at our highest level yet, even though the Georgia game was close. It builds confidence in us knowing what we can do out there on that field when we play on all cylinders in all 3 phases.
So I was heavily criticized a couple of weeks ago by Dunaway here about asking you what your Halloween costume was 2 weeks in advance. So much criticism lobbed my way, I can't even remember what the answer was now. So what were you last night?
I was the Grinch.
The Grinch, that's right. I remember that now. The Grinch. How did it go? Was it well received?
Well received. The kids laughed that I was around. The kids laughed more so than they got scared, which I was happy about. Because sometimes the Grinch can be scary, but I love Jim Carrey and the Grinch, so it makes me laugh. It's comedic to me. So I was happy that it was well received by the particularly younger generation because sometimes they may be scared of the Grinch.
Yeah, that's one of those that it's a really weird movie. It's odd the way it's shot, but I thought Jim Carrey was fantastic in that role actually.
Yeah, he does a great job. He's one of my favorite, actors because I think he's hilarious. So I watch any movie that he's in, I watch.
All right, I've got a favorite Jim Carrey movie. I want to know, what is your favorite Jim Carrey movie?
I like Ace Ventura and I like The Mask. Both of those are really good.
Yeah. So you like the comedic. See, I liked him in Truman Show. Have you ever seen Truman Show?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay.
Yeah,
that would probably be in my top 5.
Yeah, top 5 only. I thought he was a fantastic actor in Truman Show. I thought it was just such a unique movie that might have been a little bit before its time. Like, reality TV was not near what it is now when that movie came out.
Yeah, not even close. And I feel like you said, now if it was released now, I'll probably do better numbers because people understand and kind of get around reality TV.
I can't pull up your story right now. Where's a picture of you in this costume? Is it anywhere on your social media? Because it's not on your Twitter. It's not in your Instagram posts. Is it in your Instagram stories? I got you drinking coffee out of a coffee cup. You at SEC Media Days. Who's running your social media, dude?
It's probably somewhere. People were taking pictures after practice, and somebody has it. I don't know where it is, but somebody has it.
All right, we'll see if we can uncover it.
If it's not on the gram, it didn't happen. I don't know if you know that or not. So.
Yeah. All right, he is Elijah McAllister, the Auburn team captain. Good luck against Vandy, Elijah. We appreciate the time. We'll see you next week.
Thank you very much. See y'all next week.
All right, buddy. Take care. Elijah McAllister with us each week, courtesy of CraneWorks. He is the big guy, and he says, check out the big dog, CraneWorks and RentalWorks. They bring you Elijah McAllister every Wednesday at this time. And Tyler Booker, the Alabama offensive lineman, every single Monday at 9:25. Will be interesting to talk to Tyler on the heels of that Bama LSU game, regardless of how that thing turns out on Monday.